Hi there, welcome to Whole View Farm. We are having some adventures here. So yesterday we brought everybody up into the control area here, and we've been feeding them some, well, we got some prickly ash and some Sumac and some Multiflora Rose we've been cutting. And yeah, it's looking a little crowded. Hey guys. Yeah, it's a little rough right now. But we got everybody up here and introduced them to the new heifers, and that was interesting. A little chaotic. I wish I would have been filming that. The sheep are afraid of the heifers, and the heifers are afraid of the dogs, and we had some stampeding. Hey Griffin, running around, but everybody's doing good. They got full bellies, and we're just letting them clean the rest of this up, and then I think I'm gonna end up brush hogging these thistles and just getting this whole thing reset. Training lot I brush hogged last week, and that's starting to come back in nice. So I'll probably do this area and the triangle once we get everybody moved out of here. So I wouldn't quite call them integrated, but they're sharing the same space, and so far everybody's surviving. There they are. Hey Strawberry, how you doing? Yeah, they're not too happy. All these sheep and goats came in and ate all the grass, so yeah. Hi Liberty. Oh, yeah. Dogs make them pretty nervous, but they'll get used to each other. I'm really hoping this works to get sheep and goats and llama and cows and dogs all living together in harmony. If we can make that work, it's sure going to save us a whole lot of effort in just having one flurd to water and move, and I think it'll be all right. It's still getting everybody used to each other, still getting a lot of these animals used to the idea of rotating, of grazing around, but yeah, we're working on our setup here. We are going to take them out through this gate here. Now this area that I mowed the other day, but really it's beyond that. We're at our septic mound there behind the house. We got a lot of grass, and we're just going to kind of zigzag across this valley and get ourselves, yeah, I mean this should take us through June into July, I think. I want to get all the way back to that tree line back there and graze the trees. You can see here's some of the Multiflora Rose I threw in here like an hour ago. They worked it over pretty good. You'll have a lot of cleanup here for getting the sticks out, but that's been keeping the goats and sheep pretty happy, and hopefully saving some grass for the heifers while we do our work, because we've got a lot of fencing to pick up, a lot of fencing to put up. And before we do that, we're actually working on cleaning up the old existing fence line over there along what we call the high road. And it's about 10 feet of prickly ash and Multiflora Rose and Sumac plants that have come in and taken over. So we got a lot to cut and haul out of there. I think we may bring some more in here, because these guys are just cleaning it up like crazy. It's a little easier to handle if they eat all the leaves, and then we get the feed value out of that. Even these little lambs, look at that. Starting to see them graze more and more. Yeah, I know. We'll get you guys on some fresh pasture in the next day or two. We got some setup to do to make that happen. So that was your feeding tree hay like this. If you flip it over, they clean up one side, but they kind of don't get the rest until you flip it over, make it a little more accessible to them. Yeah, so we'll come in here and pick up all these sticks and then head them to our growing brush pile over there. I got a whole lot of chipping to do. Hey lady, you ready to go cut some more brush?
What?
You ready to go cut some more brush?
Yeah. Hey,
Griffin. He doesn't do that to me. I don't know what it is.
You're big and scary.
Yeah, I try.
Good job. Nice. No.
Hey, Cheeks. Boy, you are full. Holy cow, Cheeks has got a food baby here. Did you eat all of that prickly ash yourself? Hey, look, the cows came out. Look at that. All right.
That's good.
Yeah, a little bit of...
I guess we gotta bring more over. Man, they put a hitter on that.
I know, they're just knocking it down. Yeah, we stopped adding it because we thought it was too much, but gave them a half hour and they just about cleaned it all up. I should have gloves on handling this stuff because there are some nice thorns in here. Hey, Griffin, here, go ahead. I just have to touch it. He pushes it open and eats just fine. You don't need my permission, dude. You can just go eat that anytime. Here, go ahead. Yeah, eat it. We'll get there. Hopefully. So here's where they were. And I don't know, maybe we should open this back up. Actually, it's not a bad idea. There's still a fair amount of grass in there, although most of what you see standing is Canadian thistle. So that's another area I'm going to brush mow. But I think given the amount of time it's going to take us to actually get this lane, this perimeter trimmed up and get some temporary fencing up, because the existing high tensile wire there is not hot and active, so we'll have to trim back all the shrubs, get a perimeter of portable fencing set up, and then put our sort of S-shaped zigzag pattern all the way across this valley. It's going to take some time, so I think I'm going to open this triangle back up just to kind of give everybody a little more space and a little more forage while we work on that. We call this the lane, and unfortunately neither side of this is hot yet. There's still some fencing we got to repair, and I actually want to sort of redo the H braces and relocate some of these posts because it's a goofy kind of curvy set here. So we put again put some of our temporary fence just outside of it to make it an actual barrier, because well, we've done this with the sheep and the llama. I find the goats just wound up jumping right through on this side. So we've got our water tank here, just shut down and drained out right now. And then our little tank I should move up there. But actually I think what I might do is fill this back up. Yeah, that float's working. So boy, when I shut this down, it must have siphoned that whole 100 gallons down through this frost-free fitting. Oops. Yeah, we put in this frost-free hydrant when we were getting our foundation redone on the old farmhouse. We had an excavator on site and asked him to trench down from the barn. The plan was to put it all the way at the end of the lane here, but we did not get that far because we hit a wall of limestone about 4 feet deep here. Then we hit another one 10 feet farther, only about 2 feet deep, and decided rather than getting out the dynamite or bringing out a rock breaker, I just didn't want to take on additional expense. So we just said stop here with the 6-foot deep line, and we'll put this hydrant in. And then we put in this poly pipeline that's only 2 feet deep. So it's not year-round line. I have to blow it out in the winter. But that's what goes down here to the end of the lane, where we've got a Plasson quick coupler at the bottom. But I built this little structure last year when we were bringing our friend's herd of 40 cows out, and I didn't want them rubbing on and breaking our brand new hydrant. So put these four posts in the ground and just kind of tied it together, and it makes a nice little place to set a bucket or set my butt when I'm tired walking up these hills and want to just sit and rest. So it's worked out pretty good. Just some old fence posts we had laying around and some scrap lumber. So yeah, you got to think about that with cows. They like to rub on everything, so anything you don't want dented, bent, damaged needs to be protected somehow. So here's what we've been working on. We got this old high tensile fence. Oh, birds aren't too happy with me right now. Got this old high tensile fence. They use these kind of goofy fiberglass posts. I'm not a big fan of these, but it's something. Not going to keep our goats in, so we're going to have to set up our well, we got a poly fence going that way, and we'll set up another one right in front of it. But we've been cleaning up all the brush. See some prickly ash there. Cleaning up all this brush that's come out 5 or 6 feet in front of this fence. So a little bit of a job. And we're just doing a rough first pass. You can see I got some stumps that are a little long. We did paint those with a little crossbow. You know, it's the one place I'll use some herbicide is on a fence row. And I'll only do it in a very targeted way. We're actually painting onto a freshly cut stump. I will not spray or use it in a wide area. But, you know, something like this, it makes sense. Otherwise, we're going to be spending the rest of our lives fighting this. See, we still got some brush to clean up here. I got to get the chainsaw out and cut that limb back. But we're making progress. We, oh boy, can't even get through here. Yeah, got a lot more to clean up and go bring another load to the goats. This is, I looked at the Google map, and it's 170 feet we did so far from up top to the gate. And I've got another 530 feet to go all the way down that way. This is the tool we're using. It's an Echo trimmer with this 80 tooth blade on the end, and it's a beast. Got the harness. You do want to wear some hearing protection and eye protection when you're using that. It's an Echo SRM-410U. Yeah, I really like this machine. It's I did hit a metal T-post in there and busted off some of my blades. This was a brand new blade a couple hours ago. You can see what happens when you hit a metal T-post. It is still cutting pretty good, but I'm not even going to try to sharpen this one with the damage I've done. I'm just going to keep going until it stops cutting okay, and then replace it. I got a couple fresh ones in the garage, so try not to do that, but it's a little tough when you're going through stuff that's too thick and you can't see what you're doing. This is where we ended just before lunch. We got, yeah, a lot more to go, so I'm gonna get strapped up here and get to it. Thanks for watching. We got a lot more to go here. I want to get the rest of this fence line cleaned up all the way back. I got another couple 100 feet, and then we got a whole bunch of fence to put up before we move our animals next. So that kind of puts us in a time crunch, but I think it's the right way to go. I mean, if we can put the work in now, it's going to make the next 4 to 6 weeks worth of moving pretty smooth and easy. So it's worth doing. It's worth doing right, but it is a lot of work. So thanks for watching. If you like this kind of thing, please give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and you keep watching. We'll keep making videos. Thanks.